What's up, everybody? Zero here, and for those of you that don't know, PSN is back online. I just got this game this morning, so I think it's up everywhere in the world now. I was running into people in Europe, and I think Japan it came up first in, so I think everyone's good to go. So here you see me pull out my tack insertion, because I'm a dumbass, and I'm realized that I had this class set up for demolition instead of domination. But whatever. It ends up working out for me in the end, so it doesn't matter all that much. This is just a game full of me and a bunch of randoms. The party that I was in earlier, everyone had to go eat and go do separate things, so I decided I was going to play a little bit more on my own, and unfortunately ended up with this team. It's one of the very few times I felt the need to turn my mic on and start yelling at my team to cap flags and asking them what the hell's wrong with them, because it seemed like none of them wanted to do anything with a flag. They just run right through them, even when we only had one flag, and almost gave up the lead that we had. So right now I'm just trying to take this building because it's tactically pretty much the most important building here. I didn't realize there was 3 people there. I thought I'd just get an easy kill on the one person and be able to save the flag from getting capped, and didn't work out that way. So now, I don't know why my team's going after C and A. That seems to be their plan the whole game. C and A, C and A, and Russian spawns, or that or camping, so who knows. Anyway, PSN is back. That is a good thing. Although I don't know if I'm going to be playing Black Ops as much on PSN as I am on Xbox or not. It seems like here lately I've been getting host a lot, and I've noticed a big difference in the gameplay when you get host between the two systems. The lag on PSN for the host is just horrible. You'll see it a little bit later here in the game. It's almost worse than having a 2-bar at times, and at least when you have a bad connection you can kind of predict what kind of lag you're having, but as host it just seems to be completely random. So I don't know what's going on with that, if anyone else has noticed that in between systems or not. I prefer the control on the PS3, but I don't know, if the host lag keeps up like this, I'm probably gonna just play on Xbox more, even though I don't like the controls as much. I don't have as many friends online on the Xbox, but the lag and the connection just seems to be a lot better. I was hoping they'd kind of do something about that while the system was down for, what was it, like a month? But it kind of seems like some things have gotten worse after the update, so it's hard to tell. Could just be because there's so few people online that finding a good host is hard to do, or if you get host, then you got to deal with the built-in host, I don't know what they call it, compensation, I guess, that they made into Black Ops, which I think they overcompensated a little bit. But I'm only going to have to be dealing with lag issues here for a couple weeks, and then I'm off on vacation. I'm going to go back home and see my grandmother for her 80th birthday, so that should be quite a bit of fun. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play any video games while I'm gone, because I'm going, to one of the buttholes of the nation. Small, rural town in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, so I don't know what I'm going to do while I'm there, other than just hang out with family. If anyone's interested, I might record some video and just show what it's like in some places like that. There's what I was talking about some of the lag. A lot of my hits on that guy just didn't register. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to Missouri, and it should be, it might be fun in ways, but in other ways it's gonna suck. I hate flying. It's not so much that I hate flying, it's I hate being cramped in an airplane for hours on end. I'm not extremely tall, I'm only 6'1", but still, it's torture sitting in an airplane for any period of time whatsoever. I can't imagine how someone like some of my cousins that are 6'7" and 6'9" and ever can stand flying in an airplane. They must have to fly first class, is all I can think. I thought about driving home and maybe just attaching my camera that I got for paintball onto my windshield and doing some time lapses of some of the more interesting places in the country, like when I'm driving across the desert or when I'm going through all the canyons and stuff in Utah, but I decided driving might be even worse than flying. I think it's well, Google Maps says it's about 26 hours of driving, to 26 to 28 hours of driving from here to there, so I figured I'd sit through the torture of an airplane for 5 or 6 hours rather than spend that long driving, because I really don't like being in a car either. I hate driving. I did just get a new car a while back, and I'd kind of like to take it on a road trip and just have fun. It's really comfortable to drive. I like it a lot, but I don't like it enough to drive a day, or more than a day there, and then more than a day back within the span of a couple weeks. So I'll just fly and enjoy my time off, and maybe get a little bit more done around the house and a few more video games played in the week after I come back. Hopefully I will. I always say I'm going to, and then I end up wasting my time doing something else. I really hope I'll be able to find a game of paintball someday soon. Sunday is typically the day that people play, and Sunday as I'm recording this, but there wasn't any games going on today, so I just got to sit around the house and play video games, which isn't all bad, but it's not what I wanted to do with my day. There could be a lot worse things, though. I mean, I could have to go to work or something like that. I don't know how they capped B there. It never told me that anyone was capping B, and it had to have just been one guy. That guy right there should be ashamed of himself. I don't know how I didn't die, but somehow I didn't. And this is the part of the game where I start to get really irritated with my team, because there's just no one's going for any flags, and kind of sitting down here holding the middle area down, and nothing's really happening. I didn't want to revive that guy, but I figured I needed help. I thought they'd probably be coming like that guy, which should have killed me too, but somehow I got lucky. Coming up here pretty soon is the part that I was talking about where I get the really bad host lag that was completely unpredictable. I was bailing out trying to help that guy cap B, but he did good enough on his own for a change. Somebody did something. Right here's the lag I was talking about. And keep in mind I'm host, so that's really bad when things like that. And here it is again. Oh, finally a shot counts, and it ends up getting me killed. I could have had both of them, but I don't know. I didn't even know people could shoot through that. Every time I try to shoot through it, I can't even get a single hit marker, but they had no troubles getting me. I thought this guy was an enemy coming up trying to get us, and I was going to shoot him, because in one of my earlier videos I was talking about how you can look down through that and watch the stairs coming up, and ended up not getting him. I've never actually been able to put that to use. Here's the part where I start to get irritated. That's why I was pausing there for a second. I was trying to think if this was it. But yeah, I start to get pretty irritated with my team here, because nobody's trying to cap anything at the moment. And I ended up putting on my headphones and yelling at my team, asking them what the hell's wrong with them, and yelling at them to cap a flag, because nobody was doing anything. I don't like being that guy, but I don't know why people just don't know how to play. You'd think if they were playing domination, they know the point would be cap a flag, but who knows? I think some people just like to try to spawn rush and kill lore. That's basically all they do at times. I'm not saying I never do that, but I try to only do it when it's appropriate, like when we have 2 flags and everything's taken care of, and I know they're not coming. Or I know they're not pushing on a flag really hard. And if they are pushing on a flag really hard, then you can rack up a lot of defends. And that's even better, because you get more points and you're doing something useful. And now I get really irritated, because we have a Huey in the air, and we still can't cap B. Nobody's even trying, except for me, and I keep dying doing it. I don't know how many times in a row that was right there that I've died, and it keeps up until I finally just take a different route to it, because I realize there's no way my team's going to cover me enough to let me go straight up the middle. So then I take the roundabout route and cap it from probably the easiest spot, but I was trying to kill these guys in here on my way there just because I wanted a few kills on my way. I was getting pretty irritated. Seems like nothing's working, and I don't know what my team's doing. That's what you get for playing with randoms, though. And at this point, I'm getting irritated, and I really want to kill those guys in that building, so I just keep going back and keep getting killed. That's what I get for trying to do revenge kills, I guess. It never seems to work out, and they always know you're coming, but I don't know why I can't even see these guys shooting at me. It's kind of strange that I'm just dropping over dead that fast. But it's my mistake at this point in time. Now we have another Huey in the air, and still nobody goes for a flag. And at this point I get real mad, especially after I die on this attempt. But I think this is where I finally just gave up and went around to the other side. Well, maybe I was stupid and... Oh, no, I did. This is the part where I finally got smart and went, come around here, and this is the easiest spot to capture B from. So if you just lay here and you're pretty much hidden, unless somebody gets a grenade in the right spot up from the wooden building. I start to get worried because the Huey went down and I know they're going to be coming soon when they see the flag. But luckily, I get it captured and get that guy killed right as I capture it. Or did I get an assist? I wasn't really looking all that close. Now I just stay here and wait out the rest of the game and hope they don't take B back, because we should have enough of a, we have enough of a lead now that we can lose one flag and probably still win at 193. Yeah, we'd still win even if they captured one, which they end up taking C from us here in a couple seconds. Yep, there it went. I just don't know what my team's doing. And if you look, none of them have that bad of scores. It's just, they're never in the right place at the right time, I guess. But the game's pretty much over at this point, and I think it's pretty obvious that we won, so that's all there is for that. Feel free to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, even favorite. I don't know why this video would be anyone's favorite, it's nothing special. But, you know, things like that never hurt. They always help me get up in the ratings and get my channel to growing. Leave a comment if you want to see anything in particular. If you want to see videos from when I go home, I'm sure I can work something out. And until then,